All right, Corvette fans, do I have a fun one today? Now, I recently came across this feller on Bring a Trailer, and he has been spending some cash. Now, he's got some cash to spend, clearly, because in the last, year and a half-ish, 2 years, he's bought 117 cars on Bring a Trailer alone. I don't know how to trace him anymore, or really care to. He's only been a member since 2021. His name is DDSE I'll put his link to his Bring a Trailer auction history in the description, but if you didn't know, Bring a Trailer is an auction site. They sell cool cars. They have tons of photos, tons of details about the cars. There's comment sections. There's history of bids, so you can see what he's bid on and how he's bid, and it kind of just makes it interesting. So some of the stuff that he has bid on is purchased. He's got 117 wins. A couple of them aren't cars, but they're car related. Bring a Trailer sells like car memorabilia too. He's won 90 Corvettes, and 31 of them have been split window. He has spent probably close to $6 million at this point, and from what I understand, I've seen some people talk about him before. He seems like a really good guy, really awesome to deal with, and his collection just from Bring a Trailer is awesome. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, let's actually scroll to the bottom, and we'll go through all 117 of his cars and how he's ramped up. So his first purchases were in 2021. He started with this Model A, a 29 Model A, kind of a hot rod, got some flames. Then he went to a Packard 640 Custom. These were both, $32,000, $155,000. Then he bought himself a 57 Thunderbird. Then a two-door hardtop Bel Air. That thing's sick. Then he got himself a Cord L29 Cabriolet. I don't even know what that car is. It's a 1930. Then he started on the Corvettes. He got himself a 57 Corvette 4-speed for $107,000. Then he got himself a 41 Ford pickup. That thing's pretty cool for $15,000. That's a smoking good deal compared to what else he gets. I mean, it's probably what it's worth, but comparatively to his other auction wins, that was pretty cheap. Then he got himself a 54 Corvette, 3 convertibles in a row. Then he got himself another 54 Corvette. Basically right after December 29th, he bought the one. Then January 2nd, he bought the next one. Then on the 18th, he bought himself a Lincoln Continental. January 31st, he bought himself a 5-window Cummins-powered Chevy 3600. That thing's really cool. Then he bought him a 1958 Impala Tri-Power. Another really cool $115,000. Then these are all look at the dates. So February 9th, bought that car. February 25th, bought the supercharged 1936 Cord. Then bought himself another Corvette. Only he had a little bit of time there. Maybe he was working or something. June, and then August, he bought himself a LS3 powered 1936 Ford pickup. Then he grabbed himself an LT4 powered 1958 Corvette with the 6-speed. I don't know, is that manual? For $230,000 in September. Then he bought himself a motorcycle with a sidecar. That's cool. Bought himself a Buick, a 57 Sport Roadster. That thing's cool. He's got his interests seem to be Corvettes and these old big wheel arched. I don't know what you call that body style, but the 30s body style vehicles where it's got the big over the wheel arched. I don't know. Is there a name for that style? I don't know offhand. Then he got himself another Corvette. He started to get a little more modern with an 82 Corvette. It says it's a Corvette project, so I don't know what that means. Maybe it's not finished yet. $19,000. Nice score on that one. 6-liter powered 57 Bel Air. That thing's super clean. 6-speed. I like that. Then he grabbed himself his first split window. And this is a clean 63 split window coupe. It's got the 327 4-speed. 151 grand. Solid purchase. Then he got himself a C7, a Callaway car with a supercharged engine, and that was 75 grand. Probably a pretty good deal. It seems like a nice little cruiser. Probably a little high, I would say, but it was 2023. I think you kind of overpaid for this one. I don't know any of the other cars, but I can see on like the C7 stuff what is, like, I know on the newer stuff a little bit better. Then he bought himself a ZR1 back-to-back 2 red C4 ZR1s, which is really kind of interesting. Not a whole lot of those left, and he spent about 100 grand on the 2 of them. Pretty cool. And then he got himself another one actually right after. So in March 5th, March 12th, and then March 26th, he went on a red Corvette 90s ZR1 buying spree and bought 3 of them. Then he bought himself in there a split window Corvette. And I'm saying he bought himself these because he has said in comments that he is buying these for a personal collection to enjoy by his friends and family. So if anybody knows him, I would love to be friends with him. Just throwing that out there. I'd love to be friends. I'd love to come see some of the cars. If you guys like this kind of stuff, please hit the subscribe button, and we can find some other people and bring a trailer. And again, in April, then right after he went on that buying spree, he bought himself another red ZR1 1990, 5,000 miles. They're all low miles, 20,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 4,000 miles, 23,000 miles. And more split windows in between. He bought himself a convertible, obviously the ZR1, and another ZR1 C4, and another ZR1 C4. Just a complete C4 ZR1 buying spree. Just absolutely went all in. This car is one of my favorites on the list, the LS3 powered 1965 Corvette Coupe. That's just like really perfect. $310,000, full resto mod, LS3 powered. Oh, that one's cool. I like that one. Not a huge like old motor fan. I like modern motors with old styling, if you get what I mean. Maybe that's just the millennial in me. Then he bought himself another split window. Grabbed himself a convertible, bought himself another split window, and that one 260 grand, 205 grand, 160 grand, 1960 convertible, 1962 convertible, 1957 convertible Corvette. Bought himself a really nice 2009 ZR1, which, again, this guy has fantastic taste. Some people that have like money like this have bad taste. This guy nailed it. Nailed it on taste. 106 grand, which honestly for a 900 mile ZR1 2009 in the gray with the blue calipers, that's awesome. That's really awesome. 61 years owned 1962 Corvette. He bought for 88 grand. Convertible, it looks like. Another 56 convertible, LS3 powered 65 convertible for 139, and then he grabbed himself another split window. He switched it up. He got a black ZR1. I wonder how many red ZR1s they made for the C4s, because he bought a lot of them. I feel like it was a pretty low production car. I'll have to look that up. Then he bought himself a 1963 Corvette split window again, if you guys didn't see that coming. Look at the prices, too. $197,000, $195,000, another split window. Then another 58. Bought himself another fuel-injected split window. Another convertible. Another split window. Another red ZR1. Lincoln KA, I don't know what that is. Phaeton project. LS3 powered split window. You guys know the deal. Another 63 split window. It's interesting that like 255 grand, the LS powered one seems to be worth more, but I think that's just because they're fully resto modded. And then it's, where did we go from here? $190,000 for an LS3 powered 62 Corvette with the 5-speed. Cadillac 355B Coupe convertible. That thing's pretty cool cruiser. 63 split window again. LS3 powered 55 Chevrolet Corvette. Another cool one. He's got a lot of LS powered Corvettes. Then he got himself another split window, black with red interior. Got himself another C6 ZR1. Got himself another C4 red ZR1, 2,000 miles on it. This other C6 ZR1 only has 5,000 miles on it. Then he grabbed himself another LS2 powered 1960 Corvette. He got himself a nice little Range Rover, maybe to putz around in to view his Corvette collection. Then another Corvette, another convertible Corvette 427 powered. Then he grabbed himself a Stingray, $64,000 for a 2020 Corvette. It's a 3LT. This is probably a good price, honestly. You probably got a nice deal on that one, I would think, depending on. Yeah, it's probably about fair. 63 Corvette split window once again. Then another Packard, and he spent 190 grand on that thing. That's what those are worth. Another convertible Corvette, split window in white, and another split window in white within 2 weeks of each other. 2 white split windows. Another split window Corvette, $265,000. Yet again, an L76 powered split window Corvette. And then he bought himself a Woody wagon, which is cool. This thing's like, it's an LS powered, $90,000. This thing's pretty awesome. Model T Speedster. Then he grabbed this Gullwing 300 SL. Like I said, the guy's got taste. A Gullwing SL to just put in with your Corvettes. Like, nailed it. $211,000. Another C4 ZR1 with 23,000 miles on it. Packard 1107 Club Sedan. I'd love to deeper dive into some of these cars with you, but there's so many. There's almost no point to dig into each one. But another split window Corvette. Another split window Corvette. $290,000 for this one. $67,000. He grabbed himself a Lingenfelter Z06 C7, which is a fun little car, yellow with the black stripes. Grabbed himself a 1930 Packard. Another Corvette split window, $127,000. A pair of 1959 Cadillac style sofas. That's cool. So I got the Cadillac front end on there. The sofa deal. I like those. $180,000, grabbed himself a silver split window, grabbed himself a Lingenfelter modified ZR1 this time, not just the base model. Then he grabbed himself another split window coupe 4-speed for $125,000. He grabbed himself this 2008 Corvette Customs by Carl Customs. It's a Z06. This is a very interesting one. It's clearly like a C6, but they've made it look like an early Corvette of some kind. Is it split window? Yeah, that's funny. They were trying to make it look like a 60s Corvette. I don't know, some people would say by the bumpers and everything exactly what year it was supposed to look like and everything, but it's clearly supposed to look like an early Corvette, which is very funny. And I feel like this one was $120,000. This one was probably bought somewhat as a joke. Oh, it is split window. That's why he bought it. He had to. Yeah, it's supposed to look like a 63 Corvette. It's not my taste, and I imagine it's not his either. But, oh no, we lost it. I imagine it's not his exact taste either, but it was probably too good of a meme to pass up on. He's just buying meme cars at this point, just for the joy of it. Then another convertible Corvette. Here we have another convertible. We got another split window. Split window, $329,000. Wow. Another split window for $345,000. An LS1 powered 1953 Corvette. Then he grabbed himself a $200,000 almost 6,000 mile ZR1 C7, which is a great purchase. That car will always be good and rare. He got himself another split window Corvette. He got himself a yellow Lingenfelter C6, which is a kind of a nice car. It's a twin turbo 427. Grabbed himself another Corvette, a military Humvee because you have to defend your Corvette split window collection. Another Corvette split window, $255,000. Another C4 ZR1. Are these C4 ZR1s that good? I'm curious what's the appeal to them. I've never had like much of appeal to Corvette C4s, but are the ZR1s really like that extra good? Somebody would have to inform me. An LS3 powered Corvette convertible. That one's awesome. Another 67 Corvette, 1,500 mile 2019 ZR1 C7. Great car again. Another yellow Lingenfelter. This one's a convertible, a C6. Another split window. I feel like I keep saying split window, and it's almost making me feel like that word doesn't even make sense anymore, that phrase. Another supercharged 2007 Corvette, another convertible, and then another split window. He got himself a Coupe de Ville. That's a cool one. Got himself another split window, a Corvette C7R. That's a cool grab. $95,000. The R edition Corvette with 1,600 miles, a 64 Corvette, a L88 powered Allen Green Corvette. I don't know what the significance is of this one, but it does seem pretty cool too. Split window, grabbed himself a nice little wall sign with the Route 66, and most recently, as of June 19th, grabbed himself another Corvette split window. Absolutely unbelievable. Millions of dollars spent, 90 Corvettes, 117 cars in total in the last, 3 years, really? Not even. The guy has just opened his wallet and not shut it at all. And this is just on Bring a Trailer. I don't know if he's on Cars and Bids. I don't know if he's on other auction sites. He could be also on, any other site, you name it, just buying cars up. I'd love to see this collection. If anybody knows him or wants to get me a hold of him, I'd love to talk to him and hear about the reasoning behind all this and the fixation and funding and all that good stuff. But I thought this was really interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too boring, but it's just really mind-blowing stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it saucy. I'll see you next time. Like, follow, and subscribe.